All right. Oh, hold on. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you happen to see this piece of content that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about something that happens. It just happens, and I just want to give you a little bit of a thing. And you know, it's advertising. We're going to talk about how to overcome a bad advertising experience, like what happened there. You know, we hear this all the time from all of our new clients. Well, I worked with this other company, it was terrible and it didn't work. We spent all this money and and we hear it, and it's true, and it's out there, and it's hard. Advertising is probably one of the scammiest industries on planet Earth. It has a lot of ups, it has a lot of downs, it's got things that work, it's got things that don't work. So I want to clear the air on that and kind of give you a little bit of a good viewpoint on advertising and how you should think about advertising, so that maybe you're not, you can have a little bit more education when you go out there into this. Before we do that, thank you so much. If you could do those things, I really appreciate it. Dive in, talk about it, break it down, what to do when you've had a bad experience in the past. Bad experience in the past with advertising. Let's go. All right, so let's walk through this, right? Let's say you spent, you were working in the past and all this stuff, it didn't come out. There's the biggest thing about advertising you have to understand, if there's one thing that I could convey to you, is expectations. Expectations. Say it with me. Expectations, okay? Expectations. Number one, realistically, where are you in relation to where you want to go? You want to have hundreds of millions of followers? Probably not going to happen in 6 months. You want hundreds of millions of followers? Probably not going to happen in 30, 60, 90 days. You want to have millions of dollars in sales? Probably not going to happen in 30, 60, 90 days. Although we want it to. We do. We want that to happen. I don't think agencies out there are trying to deliberately hurt people. They know they can do it. They know they could do that, but just this one thing, expectation. Cost for production, okay? It costs money for production. It's just what it is. If you were gonna hire an in-house videographer, an in-house marketer, the salaries for that, let's just Google it. Let's just say in-house marketing salary. Let's just look. Approximately in-house, $41,000 to $71,000 a year for a marketing manager. That's before your ad spend. That's before your production. Let's just look at a video editor. Let's just check that out. Video editor salary. $32,000 to $79,000 per year. $29,000 to $84,000 per year. $29,000. Okay, so just those two people. Let's just go low end. Let's just say you do 29 on that, and then you do 41. Let's just do the math here. That's 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, $120,000 before you even advertised. Before you even spent money on advertising, you have got two salaries that you have to pay for. Okay, now that's a business point of view. If it's yourself, well, you have to do it. You have to buy the equipment. You have to set the ad spend. You have to record the content. You have to make all the videos. You have to make the graphics. You have to do the posting. You have to set the targeting. You have to do the demographic research. You have to watch and monitor the ads all the time. Oh, by the way, and you have to sell, and you have to manage your clients, and you have to innovate on your product. Setting expectations. What's going on here? So right out the gate, if you find someone that can do those two things for you at a reasonable cost, you're already saving money in the long run because you're way ahead of what salaries are, right? Now, somewhere along the line, Somebody went out into the physical universe and said that you can make a ton of money in advertising your products and services fast. What they've never said was the amount of time it took to get to that point, the amount of mistakes it took to get to that point, the trials, the errors, the message, the changing of the message, the changing of a viewpoint. That's not discussed. You see the victory lap, but you don't see everything else. It's like that picture. It's the meme where it's an iceberg or something like that. It shows you success, but then underneath that there's the iceberg, and it's all the things connected to it. We only see the top, but we didn't see everything that happened. So you have expectations, salary costs before ad spend, and then you have the wrong viewpoint. Oh, everything should just start working now. Really? Okay. Is that really real? I can tell you I've been doing it for a very long time. It takes a tremendous amount of effort. It takes a tremendous amount of money. It takes a tremendous amount of content, right? There's no quick fix, which is number 3. There is no such thing as a quick fix. Unless you've got millions of dollars to blow on each platform, you can fix it quick. But the majority of us don't have hundreds of millions of dollars to just blow. We just don't have it. We don't. You're trying to figure out how to pay for these guys' salaries so that they could do it and allocate advertising budget or hire an outsourced agency for maybe half the cost, right? But you got to look at it. The bad experience came because of bad expectations, the wrong viewpoint, probably a quick fix hit. And then there's also personal responsibility. When my advertising doesn't work, I'm responsible. I'm like, what did I not do? What did I not create? What videos did I not do? What research did I not do? The people that are assisting me, did I give them everything that they needed in addition to what I'm doing? Did you give them everything that they needed? Did you help them help you? Jerry Maguire. Did you help them help you? Look, we're not making people wrong here. Advertising is hard. It's probably one of the harder things because there's no guarantees. You know, somebody asked me the other day, like, hey, give me a guarantee on numbers. I said, I will not do such a thing. I won't do it. I won't. And now some people could say, well, you should. I mean, we could give ballparks, but here's the problem with a ballpark. You're going to hold me to the ballpark. You'll tell me you're not going to hold me to the ballpark, but you're going to hold me to the ballpark. So let's just save us both the headache, and let's talk about what actually happens when you do advertising. There's a process. You have to spend money, teach the pixels and the tags and the UTM codes and blah, 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 exactly what it is and who it is that's going to work for you. Then you ingest this information and you look at it and you say, okay, that's not working, tweak this, tweak that, tweak this, tweak that. Yes, you want to do it as fast as you can, but you can't get data without spending money. That's advertising. It's not a slot machine. I'm sorry, it's not an ATM. It can become an ATM though. It totally can become an ATM though, and it does become an ATM. It can become a very predictable ATM. But there is a process that has to be followed. There are steps that must be done. There is expectations that must be set. There is false information that must be removed out of your world and say, advertising is not money that I'm going to miss. It's like investing into a fund where you can't get your money back. You can't miss that money. And if you're going to miss the money, don't invest. If you're using advertising as a lifeline, don't do it. Don't do it. And I tell people that. I literally say, if you're using this as a lifeline, I don't want your business. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that. But what I will do is set your correct expectations on what we're going to build. We're going to try to go here. If we don't get there, we're going to do everything we can to get there. It is a relationship that evolves over time. So when you've had a bad experience in advertising in the past, I've traced it back to a few of these things. I spent all this money. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. How long did you do it? 90 days. Okay, 90 days out of the guys that have been doing it for 10, 12, 15 years. I want to be a bajillionaire tomorrow, but there is a gradient scale to getting there. And I've done other videos about this. Do you deserve leads? What have you done to deserve leads? If you got an influx of leads, could you even handle that? If you got an influx of business, could you even handle that? Like, we're just talking here. This is just a talk. Okay, I'm just leveling with you. That's all. When you've had a bad experience, what expectation was given to you? What kind of viewpoint do you have as the advertiser? What is your viewpoint? You expect things tomorrow? Every dollar you put in should give you 5? Well, I'm sorry, that's not planet Earth. That's just not where it goes. Now, can it get there? 100%. I will not lie. You could put $1 in and get 5 back. It can get there. But you know what that takes? It takes research, it takes strategy, it takes a hell of a brand. One hell of a brand. It takes content out the... It takes targeting, retargeting, lookalike audiences. It takes Google ads, PPC ads, YouTube ads. The moment you start complaining about advertising, what are you not doing and what viewpoint do you have that you've assumed? You ever hear like, you know, what is your attitude, attention, where you put your attention is what you get, yada, yada, yada. The same thing happens in advertising. The same. The same. Why would you change? It's a wish. It's a fairy tale land. But it can print money when you do the work, when you build the brand, when you research, when you hang in when it's tough, when you say, we're still going to get this right, when your attitude is positive, when you're interested in the customer, not interested in your wallet. When you're interested in the customer and you're not interested in your wallet, you'll make money. Because that is ethical. When you're interested, if you think about advertising and you're like, what's going back in my wallet? I mean, how much more selfish could you be? Why did you start business? Yes, we want to make money. Yes, we want to help people. Yes, we want to do things. But if you're using advertising because you are concerned about what's in your wallet today, shame on you. It can get there, as I said. It can get there. You can put 5 in and get 25 out. But you got to put the work in. You got to have the expectation right. You got to have the right viewpoint. There's no such thing as a quick fix unless you can drop $1 million today on Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube ads. If you can drop $1 million, you'll get it. But you got to drop $1 million. Order of magnitude is different. That's all I'm talking about. I'm just trying to level with you. I'm trying to give you what are you walking into? And I tell people this all the time. It's going to take time. It's going to take X. It's going to take Y. But we're going to do what we need to do to follow the correct process. We're going to build what we need to build, the way we need to build it, with the data we need to get, and use that data appropriately. But you don't give up. You just hang in there and you rock and roll. Man, I hope this video gives you some clarification if you've had a bad experience in advertising. I really do. I know it's tough. I know there's a lot of scammers out there. I know, I'm in it. I see it. I've been scammed. I've lost tens of thousands of dollars on certain things, right? And that's why I built my company, to do it right, to set the right expectation, to strip the false viewpoint on advertising and marketing, to really set you up for long term. For long term. You still got to make your calls. You still got to do meetings with people. You still got to do the Zoom meetings. You still got to write the contracts. You still got to follow up. You still got to do all those things. Advertising is an extension. Correct the viewpoint. Subscribe. Give me a like. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications. God, I really hope this gives you some new insight into that. I really do. Really just trying to help you out. Set a proper viewpoint. Thank you for listening. I know I got a little feisty in there. I know, but it's from my heart. It's from the heart, from right here, right there. From me to you, from here to here, from here to there, to you. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. We'll talk soon. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching my content. Number one, I appreciate the fact that you would take some time out of your day to give me an ear and listen to me and what I have to offer. I've got 17 years of knowledge in advertising and marketing. I've built some very large individuals over the last few years of my career. 17 years, actually. It's not a few, it's quite a bit. And, so my goal is to just help you become more efficient at building your own brand, doing your own marketing. A lot of this stuff is free that I'm giving you, but I also have a course. It's called Promotion Secrets Revealed. You can get access to it at sysloventures.com/secrets revealed. It's $397. It's a one-time pay. You get access to it for life. I always add new content into that thing, but it's an in-depth analysis on marketing, promotion, social media, setting you up for advertising and all that good stuff. Also, if you need anything as far as actually us doing, me and my team, doing advertising for you, where we will build your brand, we'll do video content, we'll build a website for you, we'll build a funnel for you, we'll help you do a webinar, we'll drive traffic, we'll build ads, do Google, YouTube ads, and help you get some good ROI. You know, if you're looking for that kind of a thing, we also provide that as a service. Go to sysloventures.com/branding or just sysloventures.com, and I'll be able to you can book an appointment with us, and I'll talk to you and we'll see how we can help you out the most effectively, all right? Once again, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whenever you happen to watch this content, and I appreciate you for taking a moment and watching what I have to say. Thank you so much.